I believe we are live. Welcome everyone to the Hennessy Performance League booth. I am always Joker. Canadian Tire here tonight. Believe Matt Gaming 75 will be my in-race reporter. Whenever he wants to join. But yes, pole position is Elite. Second place will be Eric. Third place will be King Henry. Fourth place will be JoJo. And fifth place will be Terrorist. Making sure I have some sort of invite to get back in. I do. But yes, Canadian Tire round 7. If you guys were here last week, the truck series went to Charlotte, where DJ dominated most of that race. But, you know, a fuel mileage finish earned King Henry the win. You know, with our points leader, if we look at our point standings, our points leader, the Ghost, not being here tonight kind of will tighten everything up, because second through fifth is only separated by 15 points. So opportunities for them as well. So we just wait for the queue to join. Should be 16 drivers here tonight. Just waiting for the queue to join. Oh, and they've already started, just didn't get the go ahead to join. Elite Precision leads, Eric in second. King Henry's fell back to fifth, with JoJo in third. Debut for him in the truck series for Team Penske. King Mufasa, that's a terrace. He's in up to 4th. Good start for him. And then Marner, looks like he's fell back. Or actually has not gained any spots yet. Up to 6th. Captain Dead Dad Gary goes off the track. Speed started towards the back half of this field. Back to him towards the front. If he can gain about 2 or 3 more spots, I think he'll definitely be in the shot to win this race today. Jake in the 18 making his debut. And then Dank Booty Flakes, Stank Emotions. Apparently this is his last start. Gonna be moving, so well wishes to him during the holiday season. Elite leads. Eric second. Terrace has moved up to 3rd. Let's go back towards here. Marner up to 5th now. King Henry's lost those 2 spots now. Speed up to 7th. Dead Dad 8th. Dank staying in 9th. And then Team Air Jordan in 10th. Terrace in the wall a little bit there. Yeah, Elite still leads. Eric still in 2nd. Still no one has really caught them to. Then it's the big scrum. About a 4-5 car pack for 3rd. Elite looking like shake and bake in the 2. DJ last week's driver of the day. Not really making a lot of ground so far. Still towards the back half of the field. Speed is flying though. On the back bumper of 6th. And could still, in my opinion, get up to about 3rd. Depending on how quick his pace is. Two people in the pits. JoJo. Marner trying to get a little bit of fresher tires. Use that 1 lap. Dank in. Savexian. They'll say it's going to stay out. Do another lap. Good stats. Attacking Gary. Finance probably about 7th now with all the people pitting. Wonder if you see any more pit stops this lap. I assume everyone will be in. 3X on Canadian Tire. Can't really go that long on fuel. Marner looks like he's going to be the first car or truck that pit. Mufasa in. Leaders in. Cody in. Elite in. Yeah, Marner and JoJo are the two to watch here to see if they can use those fresher tires to get back into the fight with the leaders. Comes Marner. Marner's definitely going to pass Henry and all those three JGR trucks. JoJo going to be right next to Speed, but behind King Henry. Oh, Eric goes wide. I was just about to look at this top two battle. Looked like Eric was gaining some time, but big mistake. That'll probably end it for the stage unless an Elite makes a mistake. Get back to the back half of the field. JoJo back behind Speed. First race for JoJo in a truck. But, you know, still within his arm's reach. Terrace is third. JoJo cuts the track a little bit, but Marner probably about 2 seconds ahead. But they're all about 5/10 apart to each other. And that's one good restart. So, would not count out. Yeah, all four of these trucks are about equal, but it's all just the track position. You see Terrace, he started fifth, but, you know, getting that track position, showing some pace compared to the top two, still within his arm's reach. Yeah, JoJo lost a little bit of ground to those three that we were talking about. Now it's Speed, Marner, and King Henry, last week's winner, fighting for fourth position. And then Speed and Henry fighting for the final spot in the top five. Oh, Speed. Cut the track. That'll end the stage. Elite wins stage 1. Henry and Speed fighting for P5. It's going to be Henry. Gets P5 in stage 1. JoJo 7th. Dead Dad 8th. Team Air Jordan 9th. Maybe Dank in 10th? Interesting to see what adjustments they make over the course of this race, especially with this stage break and the caution flag that comes out for road courses. Yeah, I don't know if Eric gained a spot on pit road. I don't remember how the starting grid works, but I think Elite's definitely the leader. But the disadvantage for him, I mean, luckily he has the shifters where he can outshift the 15, but starting on the outside, I just don't trust that outside lane. Any opportunity given. What does Eric do? Try and do a crossover. He will. Still side by side, top two. Inside contact. Elite's going to take the lead back to 3 wide. Marner gets pushed onto the grass. Gotta, if you're Marner, the tough breaking point with everyone back restarted. Make sure no one outbreaks themselves. Captain Dead Dad does. He's in the wall. JoJo got a good drive out of that corner. Side by side for the top two. Now it's just a draft. Now it's just kind of a drag race down this long back straightaway with the draft that these trucks get. JoJo moving up to 4th. I know this is 5th. Eric trying to get back by a lead. JoJo getting hit in the back by Marner. Inside goes the 17. JoJo losing spots. Here comes Speed trying to shuffle for 8th. They're getting feisty up front. Eric gets a lap led. 2 new drivers have led tonight. Eric goes, oh, there might be a wreck. Eric went way wide. Elite back out front. Is the moment too big for the driver of the 15? Power move to get back by the 98. Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit more competitive stage since everyone kind of knows where their breaking point is, knows where they can gain time, or knows where they lost time. So I expect this to be a little bit more competitive for everyone. Oh, Elite went wide. Put his truck perfectly to pin Eric off the corner to where Elite gets a great run off. And now drag race towards the back half of the top 5. Marner, King Henry, Speed, JoJo. There's another truck. That's Team Air Jordan in the 40. Henry with the dive, Marner with the crossover. Oh my! Wow! And Speed goes by the boat. That's a through goes Hamilton type. Oh, and Henry just takes. Okay, that's a temper tantrum. Making sure he beats that one too. This fight for 5th. Speed gets out of it. JoJo, Henry, Team Air Jordan showing a little pace now. Oh, something happened to Eric. Something been some sort of a mistake for P2. Terrorist up to P2 now. Don't know what happened to Eric, but yeah, Eric has some sort of like engine damage or something because he was losing a lot of time on the straight. Wonder if we see some pit stops here. I believe this is lap 4. No taker so far. Everyone's still pretty bunched up compared to the first stage. Yeah, Eric, with that damage, that's going to hurt him in stage 3. So if you're Eric here, if you can get to 3rd by the end of the stage, but he might get past for 8th here. Dead Dad going to go to the inside. DJ has left the race. I believe he's the only person that has left. I think now this is lap 4. Now you'll start seeing a few takers. I wouldn't be surprised if I see Terrorist or even Speed try and make the dive. Use that fresher tires. All of them stay out. Does anyone pit? No takers for anyone that means something. Marner and Henry back at it again. Saw Captain Dead Dad and Gary fighting for, I believe this is 9th and 10th. Team Air Jordan, I'm going to give the tip of the cap to Team Air Jordan this race, showing some pace to even run top 5. 5th is only the 17, and he's 2 trucks ahead of him. But you got to open up your entry a little bit and there if you're Team Air Jordan, if you want to try and gain as much lap time. Wonder if we'll see any takers this time. I think pit row will be a little bit more busier than we saw the last lap. Elite in, Terrorist in. How much time does Terrorist gain? He gains actually a lot of time, but now you just got to make sure you don't speed here. Oh, JoJo hits the wall. I don't know if he got a penalty there. One driver did not pit. That's Team Air Jordan. Will he get that lap lead? He will. Lap lead to the 40. Everyone else in. Satzak in. Or not in. Terrorist in front of Elite. Elite must have had some sort of damage. But Elite's going to have to do a little bit of overtaking to win this stage, and will still win this race. Going to have to do some overtaking. Now we get to see how quick Elite is and how quick Terrorist is. Clean air. I mean, yeah, he has the guy pressuring him, but no one in front of him to stop him anyway. Only one that can stop him is from behind. Eric is way behind. Yeah, he definitely has some sort of damage. But then look at this scrum. JoJo, Speed, Marner, Henry, all fighting. Just ride on board with Elite for a lap here to see if he can get by. Just trying to set terrorist up. That's what Canadian Tire is. Just setting up a driver for the next corner if you can't get the pass in the corner you're going for. Still nothing changed from this top three, or even fourth, fifth, and sixth as well. They're all still about 5/10 in front of each other, but still no movement. Still watching the front two duke it out. Elite a little bit closer now. Trying to go around the outside. Gun's going to turn to the inside. Will Elite go for the move? This might be the last lap in the stage. New leader, 2 truck. Good on Elite to me, but good on Terrorist learning for the stage, third stage. Remember, yeah, you get a playoff point if you win the stage, but you know Terrorist is going to make the playoffs anyway. So just kind of learn to see what you can do to get back by him and potentially win this stage in this race. Still the same 4. I think Speed made a mistake because Marner and Henry passed him, but don't know if this is the final lap of the stage. I believe it is, but it is not. I believe this is the final lap now. Terra's kind of losing a lot of time here. To me, if you can just learn, see what he's doing, perfect opportunity to watch and observe and learn. And to me, yeah, they were kind of equal in that second sector, but I think if you're Terrace, you could just kind of get a wider arc onto the final straight. This is where you would lose the most time. 2-3 tenths if you mess up this corner onto that long straight. Just think if he can have a later apex, he can carry more speed and just keep up his momentum just a little bit more. Canadian Tire's a little bit momentum based, just trying to keep your rhythm, keep your flow. But they stayed equal that time, but won't be enough as Elite wins stage 2. JoJo 3rd, Marner 4th, Henry 5th, Speed 6th. It's like Dead Dad 7th, Air Jordan 8th. Or no, that's not Air Jordan, it's Vexy in the 45. They look really similar. Team Air Jordan 9. I think Gary in 10th. No, Eric in 10th. Eric needs some sort of caution or mistake from Elite. I don't know if Eric has more damage. Look, he did gain that over the course of that final few lap dash to the end of the stage, but I think Eric's chances are done. Oh. This is honestly huge. Terrace getting back by the 2 of Elite, but the 2 has that shifter and will have more speed heading into the corner. Terrace going to pinch him around the outside. If Terrace can clear, one person you're watching, the 15 of Eric, how aggressive does he be? How many spots does Elite lose as he drives off the track? Speed off the track as well. Eric off the track as well. 3 contenders making mistakes here. Elite back to 3rd. Is the moment too big for the driver of the 2? Eric almost in last. Oh, Jake off the track. Eric clears Dead Dad, trying to clear Dank. If he can try and dip under speed as well, would set himself up really nicely to win this race potentially. Has to make some sort of ground, has to be a little bit more aggressive if Eric wants to have a chance. Needs to, I like this opportunity to go around the outside. Speed sends it really deep, but then it turns it to the inside for Eric. Speed might try the crossover, he does not. Really nice from Eric. Crossover move. If he can get by them, oh, he's wrecking! The moment too big for the 15. And that'll end his chances because he was the only truck to spin out. Speed might have some damage, but Eric's chances of winning this race are over. Speed up to 6th. Vexy showing some pace too. Hell State's out of this race. Good runs for Svexy. Looks like there's a fight for the lead. Marner and Terrace trying to work them together. They were kind of working together this entire season. Remember Daytona? They were holding off Captain Dead Dad and JGR for that win. Good race so far, though. 5. Look at this front group. 7 trucks still in this shot to win this race. This race is not over. Elite going by Terrace for the lead. Now, if you're Terrace, I would not have let him go. There's still 8 laps to go in this race. It might turn into fuel saving with the way the lap count is, but to me, you want to keep your track position, because if Elite's faster than you, then you definitely don't want him to get away. Elite takes that really shallow entry, and it's so interesting as Henry and Marner, those two have kind of been just playing punt this entire race. Eric is out of this race as well, so for everyone who voted on Kenya or Terrorist winning that matchup, and I believe there's only 2 people, and that's myself and Fire Slayer only getting those points for that. Eric will not be a factor in this race. But Elite leads, Terra 2nd, Henry 3rd, Marner 4th, JoJo 5th. So 7 laps, 2 laps on fuel. I don't think fuel mileage will become an issue. To me, everyone's still in this. A mistake from Elite puts everyone back in this, but that's what I assumed what would happen. Terrace letting Elite go, not fighting him. You gotta fight him at this point. Final stage. Unless he's saving fuel and hoping that he'll come back to him on the back end of this run. Then. But the pace on the 98 has definitely just dropped off significantly. Henry's going to try and go around the outside. And I like that idea, especially later on in this race if a yellow comes out. Getting the outside. But Marner's still on his back bumper now, too. Yeah, Terrace is kind of just holding this group up, just kind of gifting this win to the two, even though they're on two totally different teams. You know, Henry's just not going to keep allowing that heavy braking zone. Terrace just pulling his best Ryan Newman. I might see pit stops here. Would not be surprised if we see pit stops here. But Elite, big lead now. No need to make some sort of big mistake. Over 3-second lead for Elite. Definitely think we'll see a lot of people in. But how aggressive are people on in the brakes? Henry would not be surprised if he sped. It looks like everyone else got on pretty comfortably. Captain Dead Dad's going to stay out another lap. But Elite did beat him to the line, so Captain Dead Dad won't get that lap led. Henry and Marner, they've been together all night. Now they're in neck and neck with each other. Marner looks like he has the advantage. He does entering the corner. Obviously, you know, there's the ghosting. But now they're unghosted because now they took a few seconds to become solid. But this fight is going to give Terrace the gap. Big dive from Henry. Contact. Marner and Henry looking like Logano and Hamlin. Elite, I don't know if Elite's saving fuel or something, but those top three have kind of gotten a grip, they definitely cut a gap into this 2 truck. I think there's 5 laps of racing to go. It means no more manuals. Yeah, something. Elite must be saving some sort of fuel or something, because he's definitely. And I think that's what we were talking about. Remember, Terrace lost a lot of time towards the end of that, or the middle stint of that run. Maybe Elite's trying to save some fuel to make it to where he can make it. Yeah, Elite must have some sort of. He must be saving of some kind, because Terrace has definitely cut this gap in half. And if you look, Henry, Marner aren't that far behind. To where if these two start to tussle and lose a bunch of time and battle each other, 3 laps to go, coming to 2, can't count them out either. Yeah, Marner's just so much faster than Elite. Terrace just way more aggressive. Elite misses his apex with that shallow entry. Oh, Terrace in the grass. But close enough now to where that draft, once they get towards the top speed, will mean a factor. Top 2. Henry and Marner won't get there unless these two just flat out all but take each other out. But Elite's just slow. I don't think this won't be a contest. If he can hold him off, he's probably Superman. 2 to go. Last time we had a interesting finish at a road course, it was Elite at Mid-Ohio, where Kenny got the win this season in the Xfinity Series, with Elite leading late in that one as well. Coming to your white flag. Maybe Elite's kind of picked up the pace because the gap that Terrorist has gained isn't as big as it once was. Elite again with that shallow entry. I just don't like that approach, because Terrace can really open it up. Both pretty similar. Terrace should gain a little bit more now that he's close enough to where that draft will matter. But it won't matter until about here. Coming to the white flag. Elite just keeps missing corners. You can't keep missing corners. Last lap. Who gets back here first? Elite, Terrorist, or someone else? I think if Terrorist isn't on his bumper for the drag, the strip, the long straight, I don't think there's anything Terrorist can do. Remember, Elite with the shallow entry. Terrace is... Oh, he's close, but Terrace gets loose. Terrace might not even finish second. That will do it. Terrace just trying to go a little bit too much, but don't blame him. Because if he made that mistake, he still finishes second anyways. Fight for third, but it won't matter. Elite won stage 1. Got the pole, won stage 2. They're sending each other for third. Elite's going to come across the line to win. Marner's going to move Henry. P3, P4. Marner's going to lose that spot. Henry P3, Marner P4. Elite with the win. good win for Elite there. You know, redemption. Try and get at least the top two. Elite with the fastest lap as well. So we're joined by our second place finisher. Don't know where our leader is, or our winner, but we're not gonna wait. But yeah, Terrace, it just seemed like at the end of the first run in the final stage, you were kind of saving a little bit. That's why he got away, and then towards the end of that race, he was definitely, I guess, saving. Just talk us through that final stage with the fight with Elite.
Yeah, Elite was just too good. I mean, he was saving it, you know, I could tell, but like, I try to get up to him, and I get my truck get super loose off the corners, and I try my best to keep it straight, like half the time, and like on the last lap, I almost spun the truck around, so I had to like back off, to basically give Elite the win. But second place is good. I mean, it's a good points day, and especially Ghost's not here, so I'll probably be the points leader, I guess.
Yeah, I believe you guys go to Eldora next week, doubleheader. What are you looking at for that one?
My goal is to win Eldora because last season I ran top 3 there, so
Oh yeah, I
excited.
do remember that. I believe you were in the 10 that race, and I think it was Ghost Killer. I think I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we won't waste any time. So thank you for joining the booth, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, yeah.
We're joined by our winner, Elite. You know, kind of redemption from Xfinity Mid Ohio. Just talk us through that final stage, because it looked like to me you were saving with like 4-5 laps to go when Terrace gained about 2 to 3 seconds on you. Just talk us through that and the shallow entry you were doing into the jump and before the long straight.
Yeah, times three kind of scares me a little bit when it comes to these road courses. I had a feeling that we was gonna have to save. I didn't know if anybody else behind me was saving, but I knew that if I didn't start saving, I was gonna run out. So yeah, I was just short shifting and letting off early and stuff, and just trying to save just a lap and made it. So I thought the 98, I thought he ran out, but he said he just got real loose. The 15, not the 15, Eric or um, he had a real good truck, but he spun out earlier. I think that it was probably gonna come down between me and him, but I hate that it happened to him. But yeah, I needed this win though because I've been giving away too many races lately, so you know that. So
Yeah, just talk us through. For me, like, I really noticed the shallow entry into that corner. I usually take a wider line, um, and I feel like
um,
Canada just really I thought the lines were all relatively the same. Just talk us through that and what helped you in that circumstance.
It just I don't know. It just seemed like it was helping my drive off. Because I noticed that when we went down the straightaway, I was always gapping the people behind me, so I just kept doing it, and it was working. So yeah, it was I don't know if anybody else is doing that, but I just noticed that it was helping me out.
Yeah, and most importantly, Charlotte Roval tomorrow. Anything you can take, obviously two totally different racetracks, but anything you can take into for tomorrow.
Uh, I don't know. That last chicane by the start finish line is giving me a hard time. I was practicing earlier for that track and just keep getting loose off that corner. So I'll try to figure that out, but not really.
Yeah, well, won't waste too much of your time, and we'll see you guys. I believe one of you will see Elite tomorrow in the Xfinity Series at the Roval, and then Terrace at Talladega on Thursday. So won't waste any much of your time. We'll see you guys then.